Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us by hitting that subscription button. Also, if you like what you see, give it those thumbs up on the video. It helps to circulate the video. I want to thank every single one of you, especially the people in the groups that I'm involved in. Thank you so much for your comments, your love, your support. You guys are amazing. And thank you so much for the new ones that are just embarking on my channel with me. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. I already have a video out on the tutorial on this granny square, which I will leave the link below on the description box to a tutorial on the granny square. You can use this for multiple projects, tablecloths, table runner, doilies. I'm going to create a blouse for my beautiful, amazing mother. She loves yellow and she loves the blue, the turquoise blue. So I have multicolored the blue with some yellow. It's got a little bit of greenish in it when it changes color. So I think she will love this. I don't have this tutorial on my blouses. This is new on this one, but I might be doing the star stitch, which happens to be in one of the blouses that I did create, because I know she loves that, so I'm going to combine both of them together. Most probably. I'll see as I go. This will be a large, so I'm going to add the size of the wideness. Most probably it's either going to be between 5 squares or 6. I'm going to see through myself because she's not near me. I'm in Europe, she's in Canada, so shout out to the Canadians. And I'm going to create this as a surprise to her. So, well, she had asked me a while back she would love to have a blouse, and I said, what colors do you like? And this was some time ago. But so I'm down to that now to create her this blouse. She doesn't know what it looks like or how it's going to look like. She'll just receive it as a surprise. So this is 100% cotton thread, Portuguese thread, 4-ply. So I have the yellow. It's like a baby yellow, even though camera doesn't do its justice. And the multicolored, I have hook number 3. We need a pair of scissors, obviously, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. So on the first tutorial on the square, you would go into that tutorial to see how it's built and then leave the last row. Well, actually, your first one, you have to do it completely. And then the second one, you leave the last row to attach on, which I show on that tutorial how to attach it. So I'm just going to continue on by here, which you can see by here too as I'm attaching. So I'm on my last row here, and we're at the point where we did the double, triple crochet, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. I'm coming to the corner with a single, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this would be like number 2 video, and it might have to go to number 3. Not sure yet at this point how much my mobile is gonna take, and I made a mistake here. This is incomplete double, triple crochet. So we need to do 3 incomplete. So after you do your 3, then we close it all together. And 1, 2, 3 chain. And we come to the back loop. 1, 2, 3 chain. And into the front loop. So it's always one back, one front, one back, one front, 3 chain always, and only on the corners we do 4 when we are attaching. When we're not attaching, we do 8. If the video is too fast for you, right up top, there's 3 little buttons on the right. You can click there, slow down the video to your liking. So now I'm in the corner of the granny. After I do my 3 chain, we're going to do the double, triple, incomplete. Very easy to create, and it's such a beautiful granny square. So I have my 3 double, triple crochet incomplete, and now 1, 2, and 3. To pull my thread here a bit, and 4. So we do 4 chain, coming into the corner where our little petals there are. Close it in with a single 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not 4, sorry. Yes, 4. I don't know why I was getting all lost. Never mind. So always look ahead of the video also, people, to make sure that there's no mistakes. If there are, you'll learn how to fix them instead of taking it down. I usually don't edit the mistakes. I usually leave them on there and show you how we fix. It's the only way sometimes you can learn something. Okay, so we pretty much added the 3rd one. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, because we are not adding here. Now, this is shoulder to shoulder. If it's going to take 5, then you know you need 2 front and back, the same thing, 5 in the front, 5 in the back. So it's the same amount. 4, 5, and 6, same amount of squares. And you're supposed to have 6 of these loops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the corner 1, 6. So I'm just going to cut my thread. And I'm going to bring it to the back and give it a few knots, just to make sure that nothing is going to come apart. For a lot of you that follow me already, you know that I like to give it a few knots in all my patterns at the end. And this way we are sure that nothing, once it's being washed, it doesn't come apart. Also remember that these are cotton threads. It's washed only with cold water, or it will shrink in hot water. Also hand dry. Okay, so now I have my 3. I'm going to finish. I'm going to do 5 and see if I have the right wideness shoulder to shoulder for my mother. And I'll be back with you. Okay, you guys, I told you that I was probably going to do the 5 square, but the 4 square, because of the size of the squares, and these squares are 12 centimeters by 17, I believe, centimeters. So they're a little bit bigger than some of the squares I have created for other tops, and I didn't realize that. So I don't need 5 squares. This is a full medium to a large. So even people are medium, full medium, not a small medium, it will be too big for you. Full medium to a large, this is perfect. So there's 4 squares. The 2 middle ones we will not be closing when we do both sides, front and back, because that's going to be for the neck part, the head, okay? and we're only going to be either closing on one or two. I'll see how as I play along with it. Okay, so now we're going to have 2 rows like this front and 2 rows like that backwards. So I have my 4 squares, granny squares. I did my 4 chain. I'm coming into the corner here. And I apologize for making a mistake of saying double triple. It's not a double triple, it's triple crochet. I'm still learning the code, so bear with me. I apologize for the mistake. I'm saying the wrong stitch. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're grabbing back part. 1, 2, and 3 and front part. So this is no different than adding like the ones we did up top. So we're going to have 2 rows up front and 2 rows in the back the same way. Triple crochet on the corner here because we're going to start adding to the other one in the back. So you do your triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going right where we have the joint of the 2 and close it in with single, 1, 2, 3, 4, back into our triple to complete it, 3 triple crochets incomplete, six chain, six chain again, and we finish to create our square. Coming into the corner again, we're going to create our 3 triple crochet incomplete, eight chain because we're not adding now, so we have to create our 8 chain and again our 3 incomplete triple crochet. I had to look up the internet to see what the double triple, what was it, and it was not this, it's the other one when you turn 3 times. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, 6 chain, and we're going to close it in where we started here at the beginning with a slip stitch. Cut our thread, and we're going to tie it in the back. Give it a knot. I'm going to give it a nice knot again just to make sure so nothing falls apart. How lovely this is going to look. I think she'll love it. Okay, and then we continue to do the 4 here. And then we're going to create 2 rows of 4 for the back the same way. So I'm going to finish these ones here and create the back part also the same way as we just finished doing. And I'll just finish here and then I'll come back to you for the back part, because then we need to add in the corner for the back part to make sure. I'm going to see if we're going to add it through here or if I need one up top. I'll come back to you as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did 2 squares already to do, let's call it the back part, because they're both exactly the same. Now, like I said, if you want to go bigger, instead of doing 4, you do 5. And what you do is when you're going to be closing up top, since we are closing only 1 on this one, and if you're going bigger, let's say you're doing the 5, then close until halfway of the second square. If you're doing 6, then you close 2. You leave 2 in the center and 2 on the other side. We close it in. So I have my 2 done already that I've attached, and now we're going to attach the third one to one corner over here and close it up top, but we're not closing here. If you're a small, then you have very small arms. You only need to close 1 square, not 2. But for the full medium to a large, we're going to leave the 2 squares open. So we do our 4 chain. Now we're going to turn our front pattern, let's say, to the back. We're going to attach, after doing the 4 chain, to the corner here, okay? And do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Come back, do your triple crochet in the corner as we normally do. And close it. And now we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, we're not going to come here. We are going to close it here on the first one. 1, 2, and 3. Chain and come to the front. 1, 2, and 3. And come to the back. 1, 2, and 3. And then to the front. So we're closing a complete square. That's the shoulder. This is very easy to build up. I'm still thinking exactly what I want to do with the bottom stitch. I was thinking of the Portuguese star stitch, but I'm not sure. Probably go something faster and easier. Not that it's hard to do the star Portuguese stitch, but it's a lot of work into it, so I might just go into something more easy for you guys. Whoops, gotta do the triple crochet incomplete. And close it at once. 1, 2, 3, and 4 again. And we're going to connect here where we have both squares connected. come back and do the incomplete triple crochet. Now you could do this blouse completely just of these squares. You would just continue down front and back the same size, nothing changes. So we pretty much have the shoulder part complete here. Now if you wanted to go, if you're doing the bigger size, then you would continue another 2 or 3 loops here on the third square from the front or the back, whatever way you want to call it, and then 1, 2, and 3. Actually, let's see. 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chain. Continue again because I need to attach the other 2 that I created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Now, normally, when you are attaching, because obviously this is going to come here. Okay, yeah, okay, we're okay. I thought I had missed out on something. Well, I did miss out on something. Hold on a second. Let me see now. I need to add this one here. So we need to add this corner here too. So I'm going to take it down. Sorry about that. No biggie, it's just a few here in the corner because I had created these 2. If you're just creating one at a time, then it's easier for you to just attach it on. Okay, so we're on the corner here where we need to attach the other corner with the other squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4, and because I had created this one, I want to make sure, let me see what's the best way to connect this. I'm just going to go through the corner on this one here too. Just right through it. And into the back, this one here where they all connect. And I'm closing it in. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go into the top one. Did I put it the wrong way? Okay, make sure you got it the right way because it has to be back with back. 1, 2, and 3. Come down. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And the other side will be the same way also. Now, of course, when you're doing it one after another, it's easier for you to connect it. But I advanced myself with 2 of them. And it's also a way to teach you, if you're advancing like the middle pieces, how to connect. It's always good to learn different techniques. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to come here. Nope. Hold on a second. I must have missed something here. Oh, I see. I forgot to look at that. I forgot to do the other triple. Well, isn't this good when we get to notice the problem right away, right? So, and I could have easily just hid it from you guys and redid it, took it down and redid it. But I'm not going to because it shows you, you know, as I can make a mistake, you can make a mistake, we're only human. And at the same time teaches you, you know, 1, 2, and 3, how to catch up to it. So back again to the back part. And I'll show you once it's all attached. My hands are stretched out. That's why I keep slipping out of the needle. You have to understand when we're crocheting, pretty much it's up to our chest area, right? So it's kind of hard to have your hands stretched out and crochet. 2 and 3. Now we come back and do our third corner of the triple crochet, incomplete. One, 2, and 3. What did I do wrong here? Must have done something wrong again. Of course. Didn't hook it in the right one. Look at that. Good heavens. Oh my. Okay, let's go back into this again. Like I said, I could have just simply added it and not show you. 1, 2, 3. I had grabbed the wrong square. Now it should be okay. 1, 2, and 3. And sometimes you're just so concentrated on doing your stitch that you forget that you're on the wrong one, and you just go through until you come up to the mistake that it's not functioning right. Now, I usually don't edit my videos. I like to just show you, even when I make a mistake, you know, that it happens to myself and how to fix it on the moment. Now, this is easy breezy. There's nothing to this. Sometimes we make bigger mistakes, and then instead of taking it down, there's ways to maneuver it around it. Okay, back into the triplet where we were on the third corner. Hopefully I got it right this time, if I pay attention a little bit, right? Okay, so let's see. One, 2, 3, 4. Into the corner on the third space. 1, 2, 3, 4, or I should say the third corner of both patterns. We're going to complete our triple incomplete double crochet. Close it and finish our square up. Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Not 8, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, sometimes you think you know, you're ahead of the game by advancing, and then you come up with all these obstacles and mistakes. So sometimes it's better to do one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I do the recording, it takes forever for me to continue on without recording. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can go back to the recording and not make the video too long. So I try to advance myself. And of course, I come into these obstacles when I'm not paying attention, right? It's common to happen. And here is the last square, corner, I should say. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish doing our triple. And then we're going to complete the square. And then we're going to continue on with the other side the same way. So I'll show you once I'm done here. Now here we're not going to do that little trick with the double crochet because we are finished with the square. So we know this is going to be the neck. This is the shoulder. So that's going to be like that. And then of course we have one more row to do here and to attach it just on the corner here because this is the body part going through here. So we're not closing here, right? Only on the corner to form the arm. Okay, so we're pretty much going to do the last one here too. So I'm going to continue mine, you continue yours, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much, as we did together, we attached the one side, and I attached it into where I had my two squares. I did my last, the fourth square, and attached also on the shoulder. So now we're just going to continue the second row to be the same thing as the back. So we have to attach on here and on the corner here only. So I've done my 4 chain. I'm going to attach here on the corner only, nowhere else. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do the triple crochet, incomplete, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 coming to the next because we are not closing the sleeve part. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it's going to be the same thing on the other side. When you get to the last one, you're only going to attach on the other side on the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And do our triple crochet, incomplete, so we're doing the 3, close it, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to attach it to the top one so we can connect them together. As you can see, we have it, the sleeve already done. That's why I say this is a full medium to a large. At the beginning I thought it was going to look like only a medium, but I was wrong. 2, 3, come back down. Is it down? No. Yes, come back down to do our triple. Jesus, I confuse myself. It takes seconds, right? Because when I'm talking, I'm not concentrating what I'm doing. Usually, you know, we're crocheting, we're focused. 1, 2, and 3, and now back up. And we're going to close and then complete our square. We're not attaching here. This is where the body goes into. So this is the only attachment we do is on the corner here. And getting to the other corner, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to attach it on here, leave the sleeve open, and we're going to attach it on the corner here only and complete our square. And we're pretty much done the same thing as the back front. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much added the other side. You can see shoulder, the sleeve. Now, I want to remind you this is a 1/4 sleeve. She doesn't like long sleeves, so I'm going to do a quarter. But you can do a long sleeve. Personally, for me, I would have done a long sleeve, which eventually I will create the same one for myself because I like this so much. And the other side. Okay, so now I'm just going to play around with the bottom a bit before I record to see which stitch I am going to do and like. So as you see, on the top, the neck part, okay, one shoulder and the other shoulder. So it's only one square on each side and two squares free in the middle. Of course, if you're going bigger, then you know you have to extend more of the wideness. And now I'm going to work the bottom and see what I like and come back to you for the tutorial. Okay, everyone, so I did a slip stitch knot. We're going to start where we have, you can start anywhere, but I'm going to start underneath the armpit. I think it's easier. Now, for people that have a wider shoulder, wider chest, if you're doing the big sizes, I'll be doing the half double crochet. I'm gonna do 4. But if you're really a little bit more wider up top and you're on the let's say 1x, 2x, then do 5 or 6 half double crochet. Okay, so I started with a single, one chain. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do 3 more, so I'm gonna have a total of 4. But like I said, if you are wider up top, then do 5 and like 2x, 3x, then 6 or even 7. Okay, so I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do 1 in here where the triple, and then just go right over to the next space. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next space again. 1, 2, 3, and 4 half double crochets. Next space, the same thing. So it's pretty much going to be like this all the way around on this row. And then we're changing on the next row. So always per loop 4 half double crochets, 1 right on top where we have the triple, and then we continue with 4. Just like that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I came back to you because we're supposed to do 1. That's why it's always important to always look ahead of the video. So we did 1 here, and we're going to do, so it doesn't pull too much, we're going to do right here 1 on top also, and inside the 4 half inside of the loops, just so it doesn't have too much of a gap pulling. Because as I was going, I was seeing that there was a bit of a gap, and I don't like that, so I'd rather come back and tell you. I could have just erased and restarted again, but no, it's good to show you sometimes. See, this way it doesn't show much of a gap here in between, it's just like a straight line, so I prefer it that way. And then we come back into the center here again and just close it up, and then do 4 inside of the loops, and it all falls even as, and 1 on top of the triple crochet. So okay, so 4 and 1 on top of each loop that we have there, chain. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I've reached the end after doing my 4 halves on each chain here and 1 in the center of each. I guess I forgot this. No, I didn't forget. That's from the other row. Okay, so as you can see here, because I was doing with 5 and I noticed that it was getting too large, and Mom is a large but not that large, so I had to cut down. So we're going to come here and we're going to close it with the slip stitch. Now 1, 2, 3 on the same space. We're going to do another double crochet. So the 3 chain we went up, equivalent of the double. So we're going to have 2 double crochets like a V, and we're going to skip 2 space on the third one. Now for people that are a larger size, like 1L, XL, 2XL, 3XL, you don't skip 3. You, for the 1XL, skip only 1. And for the 2 and 3, you don't skip, okay? You pretty much just go right through it, always 2 together. So 2 double crochets on the same space, skip 2 space on the third space. This is for the full medium large, and 2 together. Skip again 2 space on the third space. So we're forming little V's and we have 2 left. So the third one is this one here, which we are going to lock it in the third space with a slip stitch. Then you'd come inside of the V and you create V's all over again. Chain 3 and again another double crochet into the next V. So the rest of the pattern until the size desired will be this way. So you can go to the waist, you can go to the hip. I'm going to go to the hip, so I have quite a bit of rows to do. I'll come back to you when I'm done with the rows and to the desired length of Mom's hips, because, you know, she doesn't like the waist area. She's more heavy on the waist area. So it's going to go down to the hip area. And then I'll come back and do the sleeves with you. I'm going to go to video part 2 because it's taking too much memory already on my mobile. So stay tuned for video part 2. And I'll be back with you with the rest of the tutorial. Thank you, everyone.